Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back. So, just getting our steps in this morning. We're into day number 49. So, I think what we'll kind of start doing is actually a countdown now, since now we're sub 100. So, basically, 97 to go. So, teeth wise, after having 2 wisdom teeth extracted yesterday, we came in, still got our first cardio session done, and then came in and we got our chest session done yesterday. Awesome workout, big pump, all that. But I was pretty beat after that and worn out. Mostly because after I was able to do the cardio session, I was able to eat my first meal like normal. Well, semi like normal. Instead of the shredded chicken, I ended up actually having, I think, a Publix chicken nugget, popcorn chicken, because I had to go pick up my prescription for my antibiotic and painkiller and all that stuff. And it was like, hey, you know what? That's just quick and easy. So I had that, plus my bowl of cream of rice. Now, it was the most difficult thing trying to chew those popcorn chickens, but I was able to get it done. But when it's time for my next meal, chewing was not happening. My mouth was just a little too swollen. I couldn't open my mouth far enough to actually put a bite of food into my mouth. So what I ended up doing was drinking 3 Premier protein shakes for 90 grams of protein. And then I kind of finished my day off with some nice, delicious, fresh made ice cream from the ice cream shop down the street from my house. They use real milk, make it right there and then. And so I just had some coffee, ice cream, nothing crazy. And it felt real good on, having the cold icing down the back of my mouth. So, but calorically, stayed right around where I needed to be for the day. So, weighed in today, 211 3/4. Now, yes, that's 3.5 pounds up from where I was 3 days ago. But, like I said, 3 nights ago we had Korean barbecue. Night before last, we ended up having pizza. And then yesterday we had our wisdom teeth taken out. But we went down yesterday. So, same thing's going to happen today. We're probably going to drop a pound and a half again. So, by the end of this week, we'll be caught back up. We have to shoot for 207 by the end of this week weigh-in. So, pretty sure we'll be able to get there. It is, I guess it's Wednesday. So, we might be back to our 208 something. But that's no big deal. But we will be working on, bigger cardio sessions. I might actually do 3 sessions today and for the rest of the week. And then we can go ahead and back it back down to 2 at the beginning of next week. So, but that is life, right? Things happen. So, today we'll be going in and hitting delts and biceps, which is probably my favorite day of my entire training session. It's got the biggest, craziest pump to it, and it just makes you look the biggest. When you can get all of your shoulder pumped up, so they're just big and round, plus that big bicep pump, man, you just look way bigger. So that's definitely what I'm excited about today. But it's kind of how yesterday played out. Not too terrible, not the best, but either way, we were able to get it done, right? So I can tell you, starting to, like, this is still hard, right? But I'm starting not to dislike walking on the treadmill on the big incline. So right now, incline's set at 12. Speed, depending upon which treadmill I'm on, it varies between like 2.3 and 3. Because some of these, for whatever reason, are a little faster and a little slower. But no big deal. The biggest thing is there's resistance and heart rate. So my heart rate is way more controllable and even on the treadmill than it is on the stair stepper. So that's one thing I've noticed between them. The stair stepper obviously sweat a little more, but it does definitely beat on my knee. So it's basically, what do I like doing the most? Then I'll make sure I stay consistent. And this is what I've kind of fallen on. But that's kind of the same with everything, right? Like, what meals can you eat consistently? What workouts can you do consistently? And, what schedule can you follow consistently without just completely hating what you're doing? So, like, I'm at the point now to where when something kind of comes up and actually changes what I have to do, that's what annoys me. So that's a good place to get to when you have some pretty aggressive, like, fitness goals to reach. Is when you're not able to follow what you need to do, that's when you're annoyed and have to figure out how to make sure you can keep to it, type of thing. But that's just some meathead stuff right there. But it'll definitely make, like Sam Solik and Seth Feroce happy, right? Get your cardio done, stop skipping that shit, and go put in some hard motherfucking work. But with that, guys, make sure you're working towards your goals, getting your stuff done, and most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.